Amma. So we'll wait for like a few minutes, 5 minutes for him to join. He will be joining us from New York right now today, and then we'll be starting with the session. So I think we have Sakshi from DY Patil as well, right, Sakshi?
Yes, yes, Abhishek. Hi.
Yeah. So our founder Amma has joined. So let me just introduce you how the session flow is going to be. We'll be having the session in three part. And first part, you'll be hearing something from our founder, Mr. Amma. Then we'll be having a little bit discussion, a Q&A, and we'll be introducing to our team. And in the last part of the session, I'll be taking you through the live form, how student has to apply on clicking on the form, and what are the process that they have to follow. So with that, we start the pre-placement session today. Amma, welcome on the session. So today we have two colleges, that is DY Patil and IIT Jodhpur. So IIT Jodhpur, right? So the here are the placement coordinators
Yes,
of them.
Abhishek.
So yeah, Amar, over to you.
Yeah, hi, nice to meet you guys, and excited to join from the Auro group side. I'm actually in New York for a conference today, so I'm dialing in from here. Um, so Abhishek, so everyone has so we've got the introductions from the coordinators, and
Yeah. So we have Sakshi from the DY Patil and Preeti from IIT
okay,
Jodhpur.
okay, great. Hi, Sakshi, hi, Preeti.
Hi, Amar.
Um,
Hi, Amar. It's great to connect to you and Abhishek.
Yeah, likewise. And so, what course are you both studying at your respective universities?
So I'll go first. So currently I'm an MBA second year student and I'm doing my specialization in marketing and strategy at IIT Jodhpur.
Okay, wonderful.
Yes, as I'm a placement coordinator in Dr. DY
Hmm.
Part. Yes, and I'm also pursuing an MBA degree.
Okay, great. Um, two MBAs. So, yeah, I too did my MBA from Stanford Business School, and prior to that, just grew up in India. Went to St. Stephen's College, read economics, and then also went to the London School of Economics for my finance and economics, and then started my career at McKinsey and Company in New York as a management consultant, and did that for a few years, and um, follow one of my clients, Citigroup, to their M&A committee, and that was in New York. So helped run their balance sheet for them. We actually made the first investment in HDFC Bank before most people had heard about HDFC back in 2003, um, and then made several other bank acquisitions. So Banamex in Mexico, Household Finance in the U.S., Handlowy Bank in Poland, um, and so on and so forth. And then joined the private equity um, trend, which was taking over the world. So for one of the large buyout shops in Asia, uh, and then started one of the hedge funds for Lone Pine Capital spinoff in Hong Kong. Um, and we've been doing that for 8 years, and so early investors in a lot of companies you guys might know of, like Uber, Palantir, Alibaba, Tencent. In India, sort of Flipkart, Snapdeal, Karthik, 1MG, which we just sold to the Tata Group, and so on. Used to be the largest owner of IndusInd Bank after the Hindujas. So been investing for a long time, and that's when we really had the ambition to start the Oro Group, which is in 2017 when we saw that technology companies or tech-enabled companies were really starting to take over in a big way. So we initially began with a blockchain company, and then an AI company, and now we have about uh, 9 companies across fintech, health tech, ed tech, staffing tech, um, and so on. And so, that's my background. So very excited to have you guys join us for a placement, and then hopefully, many of you will join us in many of our ventures. Um, and I'd say that it's an exciting place to work because you're at the cutting edge of innovation. You have the opportunity to get in at the ground floor of of these companies and really have impact and have responsibilities that you don't really get in many other firms, especially the older school firms. And the opportunities run the gamut of um, some more tech jobs, but like back end development, front end development, blockchain AI, but also on the non tech side, since many of your MBAs, um, business development, sales, product manager that doesn't require any coding background, investment analyst, and so on and so forth. Um, so yeah, with that. I'll pass it on to Abhishek. See if there's any questions.
Thank you, Amma, for that. So, with that, that's a brief introduction from Amma's side. And he said he is in New York and he had to head to one of the conference later on. So, for any initial questions that we have from either DY Patil coordinator or IIT Jodhpur coordinator, you can ask Amma right now. And I have also circulated an attendance form right now on the YouTube live, so that both of your students can fill that and we can share an attendance record to you, as well as we can have the record of the interested student who have joined the live session. So with that, I'll pass the mic to the coordinators. If any one of you have any doubt, you can go ahead.
Okay, thank you so much, Abhishek, for the coordination. And Amar sir, it was really great to hear from you. And to be like, we are really grateful to be a part of an organization that is coping up with the trends of the world. So, and it would be really a pleasure to connect with you and the people in Auro Digital. Looking forward for the fruitful collaboration.
Great, thank you for that. Likewise.
Hey, hi, Amar. Shravani this side from GY Patil Institute. Also, thank you so much for the introduction. And just one quick question to Abhishek and you both. Since this is a YouTube screening, right? So, how are the students going to answer a question, y'all? Like, how will this work? Could you please help me in this regard?
Yeah, Abhishek, you want to take that?
Yeah, sure. So for that only, we have invited all the coordinators to this live call. This is a live YouTube happening. It's not a recorded meeting, and we invite some of the students as well to join the call whenever they have a question or anything. Like right now, also I have posted the link for an interested student to join the live call so that they can join the call, as well as the student coordinator who have joined on behalf of their colleges are the best person to ask any kinds of doubts or question that you want to be solved or that you're getting from your students. And that's the reason after Amar's introduction, we handed you an opportunity to ask any questions, any doubt that you have for Amar, or going further with any introduction or anyone. So yeah, that's the pattern that we'll be following here right now.
Thank you so much, Abhishek.
Yeah, so with that, I would like to repeat it. Like, if any one of you have any questions that you want to ask Amar, you can ask right now. As he told you, he is in New York right now. He has to jump back from the call and he has to attend a meeting. So, if you have any initial questions regarding curriculum, regarding any of the like roles that you're applying for, any process, anything that you want to ask Amar, this is your chance.
I don't have any such questions right now, Abhishek. And if there would be any questions regard to anything after the pre-placement, or maybe we can connect later and discuss.
I will be answering your question during the pre-placement
Yes.
talk. I will be there, but just for Amma, this was that. So if you have any question for Amma, our founder, then you can ask right now. Otherwise, I will be there throughout the pre-placement call and answering all your questions, all your doubts.
So, Abhishek, we are good here. Sakshi will take it ahead.
Okay. Okay, Amma.
Okay,
Yes, no,
great.
Yeah.
yes, no questions, Amma. And if I had any questions, I'll connect with Abhishek later on. And thank you, Amma and Abhishek, for taking the time to guide us today and share your valuable insights. Thank you.
Sure. So I think that that's it from your side. So with that, I think you can drop, and I'll take you guys through all the ventures that Amma has mentioned in brief, and I'll introduce you to some of our team members so that your team and your student get to know like what kind of role they will be getting on, what their day-to-day life will look like. So with that, I request the coordinators as well to jump back onto the YouTube, as the next part of this is going to be on YouTube. And after this introduction, we'll jump back to Teams to take on any questions, any doubt that you have.
Okay, great. Thanks, guys. So I'll leave, but you'll get a chance now to hear from many of the other founders in our group. Which are from different countries. Many of the students who joined our group, like you, right out of college, or even at internship level, and their experience and journey. So it'll be an exciting session. So stay tuned.
Thank you, Amma.
Okay. Thanks. Bye.
As you can
Thank
see,
you
it's
so much.
based in the US. It's one of our flagship ventures. It's the new name for a NASDAQ listed company where we acquired the OMS BMS company called Diginex, which was a trading software platform. We've since built that out to be one of the largest infrastructure plays within blockchain. So it's connected to about 105 centralized exchanges, about 120 DEXs, all the large OTC desks, and many of the large qualified custodians around the world. We've got two of our colleagues, Aditya and Navas from Auro Digital, who will also talk about their own experience from that. The IMS is an investment management system that is actually been moved from the US. It's now headquartered in Luxembourg. It's a marketplace for asset managers to raise capital. AIML is a that's artificial intelligence machine learning platform to create a suite of uh, prediction models for digital assets. So it's everything from GANs, WHANs, LSTMs, transformer models, where we essentially predict the price of digital assets and also invest in them. Auro.edu is another flagship venture. It has essentially disrupted the education space by creating a fully native AI app that curates a customized curriculum for students, everyone from class 11 upwards to professionals. And it also has a powerful learn to earn model where we're focused on a big problem in India, which is that a lot of the engineering colleges are half empty, and even the folks that are enrolled have less than half of the class actually finds a job after they graduate. Less of a problem in IIT, though we've actually seen that same phenomenon play out in the IITs as well to a lesser extent. So we've got two of our colleagues from Auro.edu, Nikhil and Shresh, with us as well to talk about their experience. I'll run through the others pretty quickly. The idea is just to give you a flavor of all of the types of innovation that's happening within the Auro group. So Auro.ai is a robo-advisor. So it's a fintech asset manager. Ideal Development is a co-innovation and co-working company. Auro Yoga is a health tech company. Shub.in is one of India's leading content publishing and book publishing companies. Auro Bridge is a German company that is one of the first to issue fully licensed tokens that tokenize real estate infrastructure and green bonds in Europe. Or a bet is a betting platform, which is a prediction markets for real world events, like who wins the U.S. election, for example. Or Sui Clear is a JV with Sui, which is a spin-off from Facebook or Meta, as they now call it. Oracle is a venture where we essentially have a very deep data lake of pricing of various types of assets that we provide to various protocols. Oro Dex and Oro Liquid are our proprietary DEX aggregator, where we basically have algorithms that are able to get the best price from multiple liquidity pools. And the last point is that the ones in all caps are Web3, and the ones in non all caps are basically Web2 projects. And so as you can see, AI and blockchain sort of run prominently across all of these companies. So with that, I'll pause and pass the mic on to Aura Digital. So Aditya Navaz, whoever wants to kick off, and both of them are senior team members of ours now, who joined us right out of college and can share their experience. We also have one of the CEOs of one of our ventures called the Auro IMS on the line. Charlie, are you there?
I am. Nice to meet everyone. I can just give a little background on myself. Is that what you like, Mark?
Yeah.
So,
that'd be great. Yeah.
so Charlie Phippen, I'm here outside of New York City, in the state of Connecticut, actually. So welcome, everyone. Really happy to see everyone on the call, and it's exciting to talk to such a great group. My background is I have about 25 years in finance. So I've worked at big firms like Goldman Sachs, UBS, BNP Paribas as a trader, and then moved more into management and running businesses. So I just was running as the CEO of a firm called Water Tower Research. And now we're working with Amar, and we're looking to expand that business as well. So nice to meet everyone.
Hi guys, I'm Aditya and I graduated from IIT Delhi in 2023. My major was in mechanical engineering, and since then I'm a full stack developer at Auro Digital, where I contribute to both backend and front-end system, as well as I am responsible for managing the CI/CD pipelines as well. So let me tell you about briefly what our day-to-day looks like. So for front-end development, we ensure that our platforms are user-friendly and visually appealing by building intuitive and responsive interfaces. We work extensively with React.js, TypeScript to create seamless user experience, and we also have a significant focus on performance optimizations as well, because in order to remove the UI latency as much as possible so that our clients can use our tools effortlessly. On the backend side, we develop robust APIs mostly using Python, and we work closely with databases like Redis and Postgres to implement efficient data storage and retrieval mechanisms. And for CI/CD pipelines, we mostly work with Ansible, GitHub Actions, and Docker to design CI/CD pipelines that automate testing and development, as well as the monitoring procedures. So yeah, handing over to Nawaz, he can guide you more on the backend side.
Yeah. Hey guys, so I'm Nawaz Zafar. I'm a Python developer in Auro Digital. So the product that we are building is OEMS, which is Order and Execution Management System. So a brief background on me. So I'm also a 2023 graduate. Me and Aditya were in the same batch, and we got selected for Auro Digital, and it has been a great experience as we got to learn a lot about algorithmic trading and how these system works, and um, how like crypto is redefining the future, as we say. And we are building as we are creating the future. So that's pretty interesting. We are not as we are creating new innovative solutions in the backend space. So the backend stack is mostly Python based, uh, where we have a lot of different Docker containers which manages different services. So we have balances, we have algo execution, we have exchange management, and we have everything in between. And we also have a very interesting decentralized integrations as well. So yeah, overall, my experience in Auro Digital has been very great. I got to learn a lot here. And so over to answer.
Yep, thanks, Sabaz. So maybe we can now move to Shrey, who can talk about his experience at Auro.edu.
Yeah, okay. So hi guys, I'm Suresh Jaswal and I'm working at Auro.edu. So Auro.edu is basically the edtech side of Auro, and we are creating this platform for upskilling, and I'm working here as a product manager. So if you have seen the app of Auro.edu, I have designed it completely. So Auro.edu, we are trying to achieve, to create a platform for, everyone who wants to learn, and as well as, uh, connect with the jobs, internships, freelance opportunities. So in a way, we are trying to fill the gaps between, learn to earn. Because you have seen like people in the market, they are learning from various platforms. Some they are learning from YouTube and everything. But learning is just the first step, right? So after learning, you need to connect with the right opportunities as well. So with that goal in mind, I started working already. So before that, like I have 6, 7 years of experience. I passed out in 2018. So initially, I was working in edtech sector of like K-12. So we were building a product for JEE, NEET, and those exams. So I have myself cleared those exams. So I started with that domain. So, but like from last 2 years, I have been working in this upskilling sector. So for mostly college students and professionals. So the very good thing about Auro.edu is we are trying to use the latest technology like AI, as you have seen, like AI is it has gotten so much power now. So we are using leveraging AI in Auro.edu and trying to build a platform where where AI can assist you in a way which is so personalized, and it knows everything about you, and can help you at every step. So Auro.edu is not just about learning. AI is along the way, and it will help you with doubt solving, revision, and it will create you custom courses. Like if you give a exam and you see you have some weak concepts, so it will create you a custom course just for those weak concepts, dedicated for you, personalized. And also we have built this engagement on our Auro.edu app, because learning is just one part. Engagement is something where you actually explore the other side of learning. So the whole app is gamified and fully increased. So you can connect with other people, you can talk to experts in chat rooms, and there's e-money or coin system in the app. So in a way, this app is, a whole platform what we need at this time, because there are so many platforms. But Auro.edu is something, it starts with the learning part, and then you know uh, um, tutoring, mastering, and then at the end it's the earning. So we are connecting learning to earn. So we are not just uh, a platform which I would say you just go and start a course and learn and finish. So at the end, you will get the opportunities, freelance, full time, and internship and everything. So that's what we are trying to build in order to do. So in the future, like if you are gonna have any doubts related to product, not just the learning part, but any doubt related to the product, like any feature, anything, you can ask me in this meeting. Yeah. So now handing over to Nikhil, it's our backend developer.
Hello. So I'm Nikhil. I passed out in 2016 and have been working for Auro.edu for last 8 months. So the backend architecture of Auro.edu is mostly based on Python and Flask. There are multiple microservices, and the middleware is in Node.js Express. For databases, we sometimes use Mongo, but mostly we use MySQL. And yeah, so for our Gen AI needs, sometimes we use ChatGPT, but most of the time we rely on Gaia.net, which is an uh, open source Gen AI platform where anyone can upload their own models and they can host their own nodes, right? And for some ML-based tasks, we are using BERT and other models. So in the backend, I would say we use multiple tools based on their usage. So whatever the requirement is, we pick the best suitable tool and then we start using it. Uh, that's all for backend. Over to Omar.
Right. Thanks, Nikhil. Okay, so you've now heard from uh, quite a few IIT alums who are currently part of our team. We have several, as I said, been working with IITs for over a decade, most closely with Delhi, because that's just close to our one of our data science centers, but with all of the IITs as well. Okay, so with that, we'll break into Q&A in case there are any questions.
Hello, sir. My name is Akash Bhartwaj.
Yeah, hi.
I'm from IIT Chennai. I'm also a placement coordinator and as well as a student over here. I'm tech student. And my question was like, there are a lot of products that you have just discussed about. Tech product is the product based on Web3 and Web2. So how does the ideation process goes on for all these products? So in the initial phase, how does that
The what process? Sorry, the what process?
ideation process? Ideal phase.
Ideation. Yeah. No, that's a critical part of because we're at the very early stage. So we're at sort of, I mean, the projects start sort of pre-seed, and we typically come in at the pre-seed level. So it's all about ideation. And so what happens is that it's called a venture studio for a reason, as opposed to an incubator or an accelerator. You probably have heard all of these, and I know there are accelerators at IIT as well. Um, so a venture studio, the difference is that in a venture studio, you are kind of not only incubating, but you're also building from within. So what we tend to do is we leverage extensively our own networks of people. And so a lot of the initial ideas and the initial founders come from within the network, as opposed to just meeting somebody who you don't know at all, and then sort of just investing in their project. So that's the nuance between a venture studio and an incubator. Um, so the template is that uh, 25 years and have done that across most probably the US, China, and India, but then also across Western Europe and Asia, Greater Asia. So Indonesia, Philippines, Thailand, Australia. So have seen a lot of the investment teams that have started early on in the US. So if you look at the e-commerce team, we've invested in that globally. So we invested early on in eBay and Amazon. And then when the biggest opportunity in e-commerce moved to China, we invested in Alibaba, Tencent, Baidu. Uh, and then finally, when the opportunity moved to India, uh, we were part of the biggest cash burn war ever seen in internet history, which was between Flipkart, Snapdeal, Shopclues, Paytm, and Amazon. And so my point is that we've seen a lot of these investment themes play out globally, and we kind of know the pattern, and what has been successful, and what can be successful going forward. Of course, the past is not always a predictor of the future, but there's quite a lot of investment acumen because of that in the team. And that's just not myself. There are others who've been part of that journey with me. And so when we ideate in the venture studio, we have a pretty good handle on what we think is a powerful idea, and we tend to first invest in it ourselves. So we seed all of these companies ourselves, and then we allow other external investors to come in. So, for example, in Aditya and Nawaz's company, Auro Digital, we now have two prominent VCs from Silicon Valley, Inventors Capital and Silicon Valley Quad, who've come in and done the subsequent round.
Thank you, sir.
So
That-
thanks for
that
the
answers
question. Thank you. All right, any other questions?
Yes, sir, requesting you to please describe the blockchain developer role.
Yeah, sure. So Nawaz, I'll be allow you to come in as well, but let me kick it off. So, the languages that we tend to code in most frequently are obviously Solidity and then Rust. But we're also, given the partnership that we have with Sui, which is the Meta Facebook spinoff, that is all done in language called Move. Um, and then we're also actually now actively looking for Golang developers as well. So within the blockchain space, those are the four sort of prominent languages that we code in. And then, in fact, one of our hires from IIT, Rohit, who joined us from IIT Delhi, has done some fantastic work in that area. So we built this very cool aggregator, which is a bit like Jupiter, which is a text aggregator on Solana, which is valued over $1 billion. So that just focuses on 8 to 10 dexes within within the Solana ecosystem. We've been able to extend that to a number of other blockchains, both EVM and non-EVM. Um, so, that's an example of somebody like yourself, coming in and kind of building, with Auro, and leveraging all of the contacts that we can bring to bear, the resources that we can bring to bear from the entire ecosystem. So every time we build in the space, we have the benefit of partnering with the blockchains themselves, with the L1s and the L2s. And we know many of the founders well. We sometimes get grants from them as well to help us build and innovate. So yeah, that's a very exciting opportunity here.
Thank you.
Great. Any other questions?
So what will be the steps of hiring process, sir?
So the hiring process is reasonably kind of structured. So maybe sometimes 2 rounds of exams, and then we filter it down to the interview stage. And then at the interview stage, you have a few senior folks from the team meet with the candidate and assess fit, and then we just extend an offer. So this year alone, we've already extended 10 offers across the ITs, and are looking to make some additional hires coming days.
Thank you, sir.
So, sir, for all the roles that are being present over at Auro, so is the hiring process same, or is it little different for every kind of role, basically? Like there is back-end role, front-end roles.
It reasonably similar structure that I defined is very similar. Of course, the exams that you're giving, can be quite different. So if you're applying for a backend role, you'll get backend content. If applying for front end, you get front end, blockchain, so on and so forth.
Okay, sir.
Great. So if there's no further questions, we'll leave it there. So thanks everyone for joining and your interest, and we look forward to engaging with you in the coming days.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks.
Okay, thanks everyone.
Thank you, sir.
Team introduction happened. So with that, I'll just dive into the last part of this pre-placement talk, that is how to apply. So all the student coordinators have been shared with a job specific link for each role. So let me just share it onto my screen right now. So once you click on that role, you will see this screen visible onto your the website, whether you're using it onto a mobile device or you're using it onto a laptop or anything. So once you click onto the link, we'll get onto the link and you'll see these options that are available. So you have to suppose I'll take an example of product manager, as we have MBA students right now with us. So you have to complete either of the two courses that is present here.
Hi, Abhishek. Like, is it fine if you can share your screen?
I'm
Not able to
sharing
see
it
your
screen on the YouTube. I can't double share on Teams.
Okay,
Yeah.
just a second, maybe.
Yeah. So if you can see YouTube, you'll be able to see the screen.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So here basically we have given student two options. They just have to complete any one of the courses. You can just go do one of the courses. So once you click onto the course, you just have to follow it through this link only. Otherwise, you have to watch the whole video to complete the course. If you go through this link that has been shared to the coordinators, you can just click on the video and go back, and it will not ask you to complete the video. You can directly go into the quizzes. So there are 10 quizzes for like 6 chapters, and then there is a final exam. The only catch that is there is once you fail in any of the quiz, you won't be able to move forward into your session going forward. So that's, we have put it purposely, as we have been including across IITs, IIMs and other colleges. So that's why we have given student two options. They can select either of the two courses that were available at the start, but if they fail in any one of the quizzes, they are directly eliminated from that course and they only have the other option left. So with that, there will be a final exam. You student will be given a week time to complete this. So we'll be closing all the applications on Monday, next Monday, and we won't be considering any further submissions after Monday. So all the students have to follow the simple process. This all test is hardly going to take you 1 to 1.5 hours of time if you have knowledge of the field that you're applying in, and you know what you're doing. So that's the process that is going to be there. Request all the students to not apply via the jobs tab. If you apply via the job tab, you might apply to a random role that is not relevant to you, because there are certain roles which are available on the portal right now for higher packages, which are for experienced people. For all the college students, you have to follow this link only that has been shared to the student and complete one of these two tests. Now some student ask, like, what is the benefit if someone completes two tests? The only benefit that will be given to that student is the highest of the two would be considered. If you are confident enough that the one test that you scored is very good, I would recommend not to go for other one test is sufficient. But if you think you want to improve your score in the next attempt, then only you can go to the next round of the test. So that's the process that is going to be there.